Hey, what's up, everybody? It's just Charles Subban, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we have an excellent show here for you guys. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. My handle is CTABA NZ. So as you guys know, there are a lot of people that love the current NBA, but there are a lot of people that don't like it. A lot of people don't like the disposition of players towards the sport and its fans. They treat it as a business. You get a sense that they don't really care about the fans given the effort that they put forth. I mean, you have to look no further than the All-Star game. And NBA players have come under some serious criticism from various voices, but one of them that made a lot of waves a number of months back was PK Subban, the hockey player. The retired hockey player. When he came on, I think, the first show he started up, where he first started, his initial salvo was on Get Up. And then later on that day, I think he made it on ESPN First Take. I mean, it was just fireworks. And then he got invited again. And we've done shows covering that. He's a really big Jordan guy. He's a really big Kobe guy. And he's really explained that. And it goes a lot of it goes beyond how they played, but also their disposition to their work and their craft and how they carried themselves. So apparently he did a sit down with Matt Barnes on All the Smoke podcast a number of months ago. I guess I missed this. And during this sit down, they discussed a plethora of things. One of them was NHL star criticizing the NBA, Warriors and Lakers cooking, Luka's revenge game. So I saw a creator, I can't remember his name right now. He was talking about something that PK Subban was saying as it pertains to Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. But as he was talking, it was clear to see that the person that he was criticizing was LeBron James. I mean, if the shoe fits, wear it. He was absolutely talking about LeBron. And essentially, what PK was saying in the sound is LeBron James shouldn't be respected on the level that Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant are, because he's selfish. He's only for himself. He's not really for pushing the game forward. And it's one of the reasons why a lot of people were stumped when people like Jamie Foxx and others were like, if you think about everything LeBron has done for, there are people that go out there and it almost seems like a platitude when they throw it out. LeBron has done X, Y, and Z for the game. And then there's some people like, can you explain to me specifically what LeBron has done to move the game forward? And it seems like PK is essentially saying, look, this guy, yes, he is great. There's no doubt about it. He's a Hall of Famer, but he doesn't deserve the same level of respect that Michael Jordan and Kobe have, because he only seems to be transfixed on what works and benefits him. So what we want to do is want to play what PK had to say. I want you guys to listen to it in its entirety. I want to come back and react to his comments. Take a listen to what he had to say here.
You know, in our sport in hockey, there's a lot of guys who didn't make $1 million a year, that didn't make $8 million, $9 million, that had to go and find jobs after playing. But you want to know something? Those guys played banged up. They played hurt. They played injured. They fought. They gave everything they had to give. And that has allowed me to make the money that I made in the National Hockey League. That has allowed me to have a decent job after my career's over, because now we have a TV deal. So what I'm saying is, you cannot forget about, Matt, you know this. You play with superstars. You played against them, right? You see them. That is a small percentage of the sport, are the stars.
Yeah.
You know, people forget about the rest of the league.
Right.
Like, there's a lot of other guys out there, and we have to think about it. The responsibility of the players is to push the game forward. If you are part of that greatness conversation, that's how I'm evaluating you. Are you moving the needle for the game, or are you just moving it for you? Because if you're moving it for you, we'll celebrate you as a great player. We'll say, hey, you're a great player, awesome, one of the all-time. But to put you in that category of a Michael Jordan, a Kobe Bryant, in my opinion, because I followed those guys. I didn't follow them just because of their rings. I followed them because of their mentality, their approach to the game.
Yeah.
That is, I celebrate that more than anything in sports. I don't care. I will take a guy that empties the tank on the ice and loses on a bad bounce I will celebrate him as a champion, because that's what I want guys to follow. That is what sports is all about. There's got to be a winner and there's got to be a loser. It's not always the best team that wins. It's not always the best player that ends up hoisting the trophy. But ultimately, what I have to take from you is when I watch you for 82 games, do you give everything you have? Do you show up every night? Do you do right by your teammates? Do you do right by the game? Because ultimately, that is the best part of your legacy. That is what people will remember about you more than your championships and your rings.
No, I agree. And
right?
Excellent. So you heard what his comments were. Look, I think a lot of this is, you can't dispute this, right? You can't dispute this. And one of the biggest examples of this, again, is to go back to the All-Star game. I asked myself this question: how is it possible that these guys are putting forth such an abysmal effort, meanwhile LeBron James, who's still the face of the NBA, is on the court? How is this possible? Because if we date back to Kobe, I remember Kobe Bryant literally saying that we made it our business to embarrass the Eastern Conference. We would play with y'all for the first half, but in that second half and that fourth quarter, things tighten up. And Kobe would say that he would talk to Chris Paul at halftime and say, okay, let's go out there and get these MFers, because Chris Paul has a reputation for being notoriously competitive. Notoriously competitive. If you want to see how competitive Chris Paul is, watch games of Chris Paul playing against Kobe Bryant himself. He is a nasty competitor. So when Kobe was playing, there was this energy of competitiveness on the floor. And to be quite honest with you, it wasn't just Kobe. If you go back to his era, you look at guys like Kevin Garnett and others, it was just a different thing. So when you now have LeBron as the elder statesman, how is it possible that these guys are putting forth some of the most disgraceful basketball to the point where then Denver coach Mike Malone said this was the worst basketball game ever played, like he has ever seen. He said this about a game in which professional NBA players laced up. He said it was the worst basketball game he has ever seen. So when PK, someone sitting back as an observer and is juxtaposing LeBron James, so Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, he looks at it and says, look, how is it possible that this guy is not able to raise the effort level from his contemporaries when he's supposed to be the leader? That's what he's saying. He's talking about the disposition of Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. They were competitors. They were absolute. There's kind of like this talk going around that LeBron would have been able to play against the bad boy. Are you even joking? LeBron James would have been able to. LeBron James, that if they act like they touch LeBron, he's flailing on the floor, hollering, screaming, playing peekaboo with his hands on the floor. LeBron James, the ultimate flopper, who's always holding his face when they didn't even. He's going to be able to play in an era where they're actually hitting you? Are you even joking? The guy's always hollering and screaming when they don't even hit him now. There's no question about it. This is the cupcake era. You can't even touch these people. Do you know who said that? Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant was talking to Floyd Mayweather after an event or something. And Kobe was talking to Floyd and said, man, the game is just different, man. He said, you can't even touch these MFers. That's what Kobe said. You're not allowed to even touch them. So LeBron is going to play against a team like that. We're not talking about his physical abilities. No, we're talking about how he behaves. The guy is 6'8", and if a feather drops on him, he's on the floor. But he's supposed to be handling dudes, smacking him out of the air? Are you even joking? And they're not going to call anything beyond a common foul? Man, y'all better knock it off, man. Y'all better just knock it all the way off, man. Y'all need to knock it off, man. So you heard what PK said, and look, I 100% concur with him. You know, and as time has gone on, and I've come across some of these LeBron fans, you got to be a certain kind of person to be a LeBron fan. And I don't see myself rocking out with that kind of person. I just don't. You know, you just got to be a certain kind of guy to like the antics and everything that it comes with it. I just can't. And I can understand PK. So what I want to know from you guys, what do you think about what his explanation? What do you think about our breakdown? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts in the comment section. We'll catch you on the next show. Peace.